Allegations so far. Rosie Drake, Craig's ex-girlfriend and Stacy's neighbour. She left Craig because he was controlling and abusive. Julian, a local father who recently argued with Craig about rising living costs, worried he couldn't provide for his son Caden. Lou Briggs, Caden's teacher. He clashed with Craig over housing affordability and its impact on his students. Ruby Dent, former employee of Craig. She only worked for him as part of a secret deal for Dorian Mackinson, who paid for her to spy on Craig. The money went towards a virtual ward for Ruby's girlfriend Harper, whose stepbrother Idris is currently in a coma. Yep, more on that in a moment. When Craig found out about Ruby's deal with Dorian, he fired her immediately. Here's where it gets complicated. Stacy isn't just haunted by Craig's murder, she's hiding a massive secret about Idris. Turns out, Stacy is the reason he is in that coma. Flashback to her days in Metropolis, Idris was a suspect in a case involving the death of a young girl. Around the same time, Stacy was in an abusive relationship with a man named Alex. He was controlling, jealous, and violent. One night after breaking up with Alex, Stacy went back to work and confronted Idris. Emotions boiling over, Idris said the wrong thing and Stacy, still reeling from Alex, snapped. She attacked Idris and left him in a coma. It turns out the police department got it wrong and Idris wasn't even guilty in the first place. Before the department could uncover what happened, she ran. They never even knew she spoke to Idris. But it's not over. Dorian knows the truth. He is using it to blackmail her. If Stacy stays out of his business, he'll keep her secret. But Dorian's hiding something too. Ronnie Lane.
We know that Dorian and Ronnie have a past, and Dorian has Ronnie as a hostage as he needs information from Ronnie. Julian asks Caden about being bullied. Julian discovers Silas is the one that's bullying him, and Caden begs his dad not to go into the school as the whole school would make fun of him. Stacy has broken into Dorian's house and finds Ronnie, who was the person that was missing. Stacy helps him escape as she knows that whatever Dorian needs her for, it never included Ronnie. It must be for something much bigger. So she lets him go, knowing that Dorian won't stop her. The whole town is shocked with Ronnie's return, and Stacy and Ronnie pretend it's their first time meeting so no one finds out about Stacy breaking into Dorian's house. Stacy tells Julian that she knows Silas's mother as she works on the police force with Stacy. She gives him the address and Julian and Rosie go to Lizzie's house to make her aware of Silas's bullying. Lizzie scolds Silas and makes him apologize. Ronnie explained what happened to him while Stacy interrogated him. Ronnie and Rosie catches up with Craig's death while Caden gets furious at his dad when his dad tells him that he handled Silas by going to Lizzie. Ruby has begun to notice that Stacy is quite suspicious and asks Laura if she sees it too. Steve begins to notice the case isn't really moving forward and Stacy isn't doing as well as she could be. He asks Lizzie if she could go back to Craig's house for any other clues they could have missed. Rosie finally asks Julian out on a date, but Julian respectfully rejects her as he has too much going on and his son Caden comes first. While Lizzie is searching for any more clues, she gets shot by the killer after seeing who they are and is killed, so she cannot report them to anyone. Steve breaks the news to Silas and Silas cries in regret and guilt as the last time he saw her, she was very disappointed in him. Ruby engages to Harper while Lou recommends that Stacy should just come clean to Harper as it's the best thing to do. And even if it's bad, it's better than her hearing it from Dorian. That way Dorian would have nothing on her either. Caden learns Silas's mum died, so he apologizes for being so mad about his dad trying to help him. Stacy tells Ruby she needs to speak to Harper alone as she needs to interrogate her about Craig. Although she's really there to admit what she did to Idris. She tells Harper the truth and Harper says, "I'm going to the police." While Harper is on her way to the police station, she is attacked by the killer but survives. Ruby and Stacy then realize Harper has lost her memory. The doctor explains that Harper has lost her memory of the last 5 years. Ruby gets suspicious on how Harper even ended up outside in the first place, and she knows Stacy is hiding something. Dorian continues to remind Stacy that their deal still stands. Julian tells Rosie he does like her, and after taking a second to think, he wants to go out on a date with her. He explains Caden wasn't the only reason he rejected her, but also because of his ex-wife Bonnie, who was an alcoholic. Stacy blames Lou for what happened to Harper, but then Lou explains to Stacy that it seems quite odd that the killer who attacked Harper seemed like the killer was trying to protect Stacy from being exposed to the police. Ronnie gets attacked by Dorian on the way back from the hospital, and it is revealed that Dorian isn't just after information, he is after 2 people. So that brings us to the final 5 episodes of Mortal Brutality, which drops Saturday the 27th of September at 9 PM UK time, and the killer will finally be revealed. We hope to see you all there for the final 5 episodes of Season 1.
Hello everybody, my name is Bardic, and today I'm going to be interviewing the one, the only, Ryamino, the voice actor of Dorian in LouiMezDez's brand new animated Minecraft series, Mortal Brutality. Ryan, is there anything you want to pitch to the people?
Oh, wow. I think you explained it better than I ever could. I'm the Ryamino, folks. Aside from voice acting every now and then, I tend to delve into a bit of animation, and, you know, I'll occasionally post stuff on YouTube.
The videos are kind of fire?
They might be. I'm very well known for my Tomodachi Life video. More than anything I've ever done.
What's your YouTube channel?
It is Ryamino.
Should have known. My bad. I mean, I knew, but the people should have known. How was your experience playing Dorian?
Okay, so when I first started like getting sort of into the character, it was very different to another villain character I've played, which I think we'll get into later. So Louis sort of gave me everything I needed to go off, being like, oh, he's sort of based off of this character from this show, but could you add a little bit of Ryamino flair? And I was like, dude, yeah, totally, I can do that for you. And so having to balance Dorian's playfulness with his seriousness was definitely a task I had to juggle with, and it did take me a while to sort of delve into that a bit more, and I think you'll see that in the later episodes. But I did thoroughly enjoy it, and I had a lot of fun doing the lines, I will say that.
So you've known Louis for how many years now? I mean, you were in, what was your first Louis project?
So I think it's coming up to 5 years now. Oh wait, I might be overcompensating.
Herobrine was 21.
I think so, or 2022.
Well, I think
January 2022, but we started recording.
We started
and
in summer of 21. Yeah.
Because I remember I was 15 years old when I was in the Herobrine movie.
Yeah, you were 15 years old back in 1839.
I know, right? We've come such a long way.
We have. So you were in Herobrine. Who were you again?
I was a character called Ollie, and this is like,
explain.
I'm pretty
Ollie.
sure out of every other character I've played in the LouiMezDez cinematic universe, he's the only other villain other than Dorian. So this is all I had to you know, show for my villainous side, I guess. Every other character has been comic relief, or, to be fair, I've played serious characters, but this was another villain. Ollie, I don't know, when I go back and watch it, I'm like, ooh, you can see I still need to wear those training wheels.
Well,
you know,
Ollie's kind of an obnoxious teenager, and like that's his person. He's obnoxious and he's a kid. Dorian is not a child, so how different was that, just in your approach?
So, yeah, like you said, they've got very different age levels, so very different maturities. I feel like Ollie's he's the rival, you know. They're villains in different ways. Ollie's the rival to the main character, who's meant to be the foil, whereas Dorian is just he's just a blackmailer. He's awful. He's 1,000 times worse. I'm sorry, I don't want to compare, but Louis kind of cooked with this one. And I think the audience is going to really hate him a lot more than anyone could have hated Ollie, because at least Ollie had something to sort of make you feel sort of sorry for him if you dug deeper. And I'm not saying there won't be that for Dorian, but at first glance,
there might be some background to Dorian.
You never know. Well, you know, people aren't just born the way they are, you know, if they're evil.
Well, and then, so you've done Ollie. What else have you done?
So after that, Louis made a little series called The Warden. Because my character, well, it's been a few years now, I can say this. Ollie Ollie Loki kind of dies. You know.
You can bleep that one out, Louis.
Can I have a new character, please, Louis? Could I play around with another one? And at the time, the Sonic movies had just come out, and I was really obsessed with doing my little Sonic impression. I kept going, "Return to sender," and then that's when Bradley was formed, or at least the voice I gave to Bradley. And this character was just a little goofball sidekick. He was like the main character's best friend, but I fell in love with the guy. I think he's one of my favourite characters I've played.
Yeah, he's very different than both Ollie and Dorian. I mean, I would also say
polar opposites.
I would describe both Ollie and Bradley as obnoxious teenagers, but they're obnoxious in very different ways.
You
know,
one means harm, the other absolutely don't.
Yeah, he means no harm. He's obnoxious, but in a fun way.
Yeah, he causes harm, but like there's no.
He's just a silly little guy. He's a silly little guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then after Bradley, who is up next?
Oh, now this is where the timeline gets tricky.
This was it Spy Bros next?
I believe so. Or was it me playing myself in the holiday?
The holiday did come before Spy Bros. That's right.
Oh yes. See, I know my stuff. But yes, so playing myself, well, a characterized version of myself. I feel like it was kind of a cheat code for me because I could just speak normally. A little bit more exaggerated, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you were a cartoon character, but like,
yeah,
you're kind of a cartoon character in real life, so.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. It was so simple to like bring that in. So I feel like even though I loved that and voicing that, and it was a fun little goof, I didn't feel like it was a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the next role Lou had me playing in Spy Bros was a main character, Nick. And before I sent my audition in, Louis had said to me, "Ryan, I don't know if you're suited for like properly serious characters. I think like you're too much of a light-hearted guy to play like a character that's not the comic relief." I sent my audition in for Nick, and Louis was like, "Yeah, no, I changed my mind. You're hired."
He was
like, "No, you fit it perfectly." So there we go. Ryan Mino breaking stereotypes since 2006, gang.
Since 1843 when you were born.
Oh yeah, the good old days.
And then
not phone in sight.
Nope. Screenagers these days.
You're telling me
a chicken fried this rice?
Oh, I thought you were going to say chicken jockey. Not in the interview.
Chicken jockey. Okay, so after Spy Bros was Gear Change. Were you in Gear Change?
I was not.
You were not in Gear Change. Okay.
Time,
yeah,
so
neither was I. So.
Audition. Oh, okay. Let's step up then. Let's do world's biggest step up then.
Remember that whole bit from before? Yeah, cut that out and put that here as well. Just repeat it. Everything we said. Thanks, Louis.
Cheers, man.
So, you had proved yourself as like I could be a villain. I could be serious. So, were you kind of going into Dorian like, yeah, I think this is the role for me, or did you try out for a bunch of them and Dorian was just the one you landed on?
So, yeah, it's interesting you say that, actually, because I did audition for quite a lot of the male roles. I think most of them were using my normal voice, except for one. One of the characters, Julian, I tried an American accent for, and I'd say it was pretty damn good for a British person, anyway.
How about you show me?
Oh, I forgot what he says, but I can kind of naturally go into it. Like, I don't know, it's not really a big deal, you know?
It's not really a big deal, guys.
I mean, it can be like, Kochon.
Okay, you could stop talking now. Actually, we're actually
it's really done. But yeah, no. So using the actual the actual accent, because that's what Louis said for most of them. He was sort of like, oh yeah, just use your actual voice, dude, but keep it character driven. And then something about Dorian, something about like the shouting lines, I did click with Dorian already, simply because a lot of the characters I play in Louis' films have brown hair and blue eyes just like me. So when I saw this character that had brown hair and blue eyes, I was like, huh, that looks like me. Not sure if I had any part in the casting process at all, but at least I know how to predict what roles I'm going to get in the future.
Well, we'll keep that in mind for the future projects. So when you got the news that it was Dorian that you got, how did you feel? Or were you like, yes, this is the guy I wanted? Or was it kind of I was kind of hoping I'd get this one?
I didn't really have a preference, to be fair. All of them seemed very interesting, but after calling Louis when he explained it to me, and then going into dig deeper into who Dorian actually was, other than like a 2-sentence description on Casting Call Club, it was a lot more enlightening to the fact that I was like, oh, I got lucky. I struck gold with this guy. Because not only was it such a compelling and complex character, but I also got a little redemption arc from my sort of lackluster performance as Ollie. I feel like there's been a few times where Louis' been like, dude, these are the best lines you've ever done.
I mean, that's very exciting to hear. I can't wait to hear Dorian in the final project.
I can't wait for you to hear it. Watch it now, it's going to be really underwhelming. I'm like hyping it up to the nth degree.
Hello, I am Dorian. I am evil. That's the voice you did. Yeah, I think that's a good laugh.
Pretty
You should go back and make sure he laughs like that in all of them.
Oh, he does have a few laughs, so I might have to change 2 or 3 of them.
I'm sure Louis will love it. Now you're close to Louis, so you have been kind of helping him write this, and been sort of a guidance for him, or a soundboard for him to test ideas to and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So you know the scripts, you know the series. How hard is it to not spoil?
It is quite hard when I'm on call with somebody like yourself, who is also, well, I hope you're interested in the project.
Of course I am.
Not to spill all the cool stuff I know that's going to happen, because when I say that this is Louis' best work, I mean it. And I know we always say this, but the dude just consistently one-ups himself. Like, if you pulled Minecraft away from this script, this set of characters, this cast, it could easily be its own sitcom. I could easily see this on the TV.
You get me excited. I genuinely think Louis could make a compilation TikTok of, I think every single person I've interviewed has said, this is his best script yet.
Yeah,
I think everyone has said
wrong,
that.
Right?
I have talked to like 10 people so far, and they've all said the same thing.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be different now. This is worst work yet. Ugh!
I put that
I'm
one
gonna
in
flip
TikTok,
over my
Louis.
desk in anger. Yeah. There we go. We're gonna clip farm.
So, let me see. What are some other questions? I feel like we can keep going.
I feel like we can. We got momentum.
We do. We've always got momentum. So you've been voice acting for how long now? Did you start with Herobrine, or were you doing it before that?
I was going in and out. I signed up for a few FNAF fan projects when I was way too young to be on the website. Like when I was around like 12 and 13, I think I voiced Helpy in a FNAF fan game that got cancelled. And to be fair, like, it was a really good voice because I made it all distorted so you couldn't hear my bad mic quality at the time.
Recording
but it
on your
completely
phone?
fit the character. Don't even get me started about that. Also, when I was 12, the Viacheslav projects, I just thought, yeah, I'll record this on my phone and they'll hire me.
Yeah, no shade to all the kids that I see on like CCC and stuff. It's a website made for people who are just doing it for fun. It's not that serious. But I do feel a little bad every time I hear a kid or somebody who is just like very obviously not gonna get the role. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
And it just like breaks your heart.
Yeah.
It's like come back in 5 years.
Come back when you're not 12 and things will be better. I promise. When you're not 12, life gets so much better.
It's like they avoid the kid characters as well.
Yeah,
they always go for the like main one. You're like, oh, I don't know, buddy.
Yeah, there are some that I'm like, when I say this, take this with the least amount of ego possible, with the least amount, because
Of course.
I've been doing voiceover for 8 years, so
you know your stuff.
I've been doing it since I was 11, so I was one of them, right? I was one of them, and I was worse than they will ever be. I was so bad. And you can get jobs when you're bad. You can. But sometimes when I apply, and I'm sure you have the exact same thing when you audition, of just well, I don't really think there's a whole lot of competition here. You know what I'm talking about? Do you get that?
Yeah, there's been a few times where I have been like overly confident, and you know what? Those few times are the few times where I haven't gotten the role, or the role's been given to somebody else, or I was better suited for another one.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all it is. You could be the world's greatest voice actor, and who cares if it doesn't fit the character? Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right? You
definitely.
You don't get that character because you don't fit.
But I want it.
Too bad. Yeah, no. So what was your first project then? Was it that FNAF one that you were talking about?
I would have to say so. I wish I could pull up any archive footage or give anyone a name, but like I said, it was cancelled.
Yeah.
I can assure you though that my helpy voice was, it was
amazing.
up there.
Yeah, I'm sure it was amazing.
I think it was honing in the fact that I was like, I sound so young, they're not going to get me to play, any of the bigger characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on hiatus until I sort of opened up for new Ryamino persona.
Yep.
Back in the 2020s, and that's when I started auditioning again. So I sort of slid back into it right before Herobrine, and so when Louis asked me to play a character, it was like, yeah, I know how to voice act. I know how to work my way around Audacity. I'm fine.
And now that you're looking back, you're like, I've grown.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few shortcuts or a few things that I do now that, well, to be fair, I'm still learning now. Like, I've learned the proper way to hold my microphone.
Hey.
To actually make my voice sound somewhat professional.
Mm-hmm.
As compared to what I was doing before. And I figured it out in a Spy Bros promo video, because my voice sounds better in that than it does in the actual movie itself.
Well, maybe we'll make some Mortal Brutality promos, and your voice can sound better there than in Mortal Brutality.
You never know, man. Probably. But I don't know. I've been pretty good this time. Every time I felt like, do you ever get that where you're like, oh, should I be lazy about this? Like.
Yeah.
I've done so many today. I'll just export this.
Without
I'll get that little like
stuff,
worm digging in my head, being like, no. Remember, millions of people are going to see this probably.
Millions. Yep.
Millions.
We're very hopeful for Mortal Brutality.
No, Sam. I do think that this has the potential to bring back the Minecraft roleplay sort of spear.
I mean, I think it's coming back already. I think there's a good scene popping up. I'm kind of an outsider to it, but talking to some of the other cast who are more involved in it, and I've been doing a couple other projects here and there is like, they aren't nearly as large as they used to be, but the scene has a lot of people making stuff, and I think that's really cool that people are taking a tool that's so simple and making films.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I probably personally wouldn't watch them on my own, but I don't even watch movies on my own, so, like, what does that mean?
Yeah, okay. So it's not like a personal vendetta.
No, I don't watch movies, so, like, I'm probably not gonna watch a Minecraft movie. But I think the scene is larger than you think it is, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, no, I can definitely fathom that from the countless auditions and open castings I've seen online. It's just that I don't see many of them blowing up as much as they deserve to.
Yeah. I think we're seeing a renaissance, sort of. Because it's the people our age that are getting nostalgic, right?
Yes,
and it's the people our age that are making them. That were kids watching them originally. I think it just skipped a couple years, but I think it's coming back.
It's perfect. It really is, like you say, the nostalgia coming back. I think so many people are like, oh, we had it so good back then. And will wallow in that, like, oh, what's in the past is in the past. And it's like, no, let's make it new again.
Let's make it for us, but also for the next generation, so they can grow up kind of like we did.
Exactly.
There definitely are, like, a lot of, like, slop channels and stuff, but top 10 videos. But we had those too when we were kids.
We did. We can't lie. But you know, whatever stuff the kids are watching now, we had, like, you know, we have the annoying orange. We can't really say anything.
We cannot be mad about Skibbity Toilet when we had annoying orange.
And Fred.
Oh my gosh, we had Fred. Louis, put a clip of Fred in here. Just put a clip.
Yes,
of Fred.
please. Louis, can Fred be in Mortal Brutality Season 2?
Please. Can I play Fred in Mortal Brutality Season 2? Please. My mom says I sound like him.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I cried.
Yeah, at least your dad's John Cena, though.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but maybe in the fridge. God, I love that movie. It's so stupid. Have you seen the movie?
Right? Yes. I've seen it
it's so good.
My favourite part is when he finds out that his actual dad is, like, some dude he sees sitting in the toilet across the street.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's in the first... Is that in the first one?
I don't remember. I watched them all, like, marathon. They're not separated in my mind.
Dude, no normal person should have that much Fred into their veins.
I think I want to do it again. I think
I'm a Fred addict now.
I think they call me the Fred head.
Move over nonchalant dreadheads. It's nonchalant Fred heads.
I think we might have to do a Fred marathon at some point.
You know what? I'd be so down.
I'm sure we could get the rest of the cast in there too.
Yeah, I mean, this is promotion, is it not?
Is Louis, we've got our next video promo for the Mortal Brutality series. The cast watches Fred.
Oh, we're there for it. I'm here for it.
I'm so down. All right, we're getting a little sidetracked with Fred. But speaking of Fred was a YouTuber. What if Dorian was a YouTuber? What videos would Dorian make?
So, with Dorian, I feel like a YouTuber wouldn't be a far stretch for him. Though he is an older man, I feel like because...
So are you, and you make YouTube videos.
Older man? How old do you think I am? Well, actually, don't answer that. The grey hairs say otherwise. But I think he'd know his way around. I think he knows his way around YouTube. The type of genre I think he'd go for, though, ooh, it would probably... I can picture this guy being a historian, almost, like talking about, like, the history of, like, a sport or something, and, like, doing video essays on a topic nobody else would find interesting other than him.
Dad
Like, that just
stuff,
comes to
like-
mind. You know when
like
you watch
the-
like an 8-hour video essay and like something you don't care about?
No, I don't click on those.
Oh. Well, the viewers out there will get it, and I feel like he would make those. Don't ask me what gives that away, but I sort of get that vibe from him. And I feel like if you watch the series, you'll be like, you know what? Yeah. And actually, if you do watch the series and you think, no, he'd be a commentary YouTuber, then, you know, feel
You're
free to
wrong.
put that in the comments.
But
You are
do
wrong.
comment. But also comment, yeah.
No, he'd start with Dorian SMP.
Does he blackmail and commit crime there too, or is that just in real life?
You know, he probably would. Although,
You know, I think he would be a crypto bro, actually. Scamming people?
I hate how right you are. No, I hate how I didn't think of that. Wait, can we cut that and make it seem like I made? Okay,
No,
what
you
with
don't
that?
get the bit. You don't get the bit. You don't get the bit.
No!
That's my joke.
But yes, no, he'd be selling NFTs. He would be selling
he'd be
NFTs.
AI bro. He'd do the whole thing. He'd do some
But I feel
crypto
like he'd
pump
be
and
so
dumps.
convincing with it, or so like he'd use some sort of blackmail.
He'd be scamming like your dad.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like maybe not
Well,
your
it can
dad.
be quite persuasive, you know.
Yeah.
So, I think that works for him. Damn it, man, that was good. That was good. See, I've given you only a few snippets, and you're already putting together like the perfect sort of image
I'm just
for
cracked.
this guy.
I'm just cracked.
You might
mean-
be. You might be.
Remember, I've read a little bit of the script. I'm in one episode because I am the voice of Toby,
Oh yeah.
who
Oh yeah.
might be
Ooh.
not very nice to Dorian at certain points. So
I've been known to dabble in a bit of Toby.
a little Toby
I've been
hating.
known. Yeah, I've been known to cross paths with Toby in the script.
He might do that, and they might not get along so well. But maybe they're best friends.
Well.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like, you know, in real life we're tight, you know.
Amen,
Yeah.
brother.
Enemies in the script,
Lovers
but in
in
real life we don't drift. Wait, put
Wait.
this on the tattoo.
I think we cooked with that one. I think we cooked.
We did.
Is this
We
our
did.
enemies to lovers arc?
Yeah, it might.
It might be. Alright, so on top of being a YouTuber, right? What if, like,
Mhm.
Louis made some Mortal Brutality merch? What would the Dorian-themed item be?
The Dorian themed item. Now, Dorian is always with a suit and tie, but I feel like that would be sort of like a cheap thing.
Like, a Dorian
To-
tie would be too on the nose.
Yeah, I feel like that would be quite unique, but I also think nobody would wear it.
Ooh, sorry for the voice crack. I would wear it.
You would rock the Dorian tie.
I would rock the- I
I mean,
think
I'm
you
pretty
would
sure
too.
it'd be like a simple like dark blue or like dark black.
Oh, I was
tie,
thinking,
but-
like, 3D renders of the Minecraft skin just on the tie. Maybe kind of faded out
awesome.
a little bit. Like, the transparency's dropped a bit, but that's what I'm picturing. What do you think he would sell? What's the Dorian merch?
No, here's the thing, right? Dorian doesn't really, at the moment, from what I've seen, or at the top of my head, he hasn't got a specific item. So, like, I can't say that he keeps track of all his blackmail in, like, a notebook or something. That would have been awesome if I came up with something like that. But no, I don't have anything like that. I guess, for merch, hey, I'd be happy to see Dorian on a t-shirt.
Well, maybe we might have to make that a possibility.
We might very well may have to. I don't know what catchphrase we could use on there. Because there are...
It's blackmailing time. I feel like
You
there's...
know what? We say that a few times in the script. Yeah.
It's blackmailing
story, folks.
time. Yeah, is there any Dorian line that you can just drop out of context that's really funny? Is there a line that stood out to you when you were recording?
And here you are breaking into my house. I thought the police were supposed to stop that.
I think that's a good one. Yeah, I think that's the t-shirt with the 3D model of Dorian's Minecraft skin. I think we're cooking.
Yeah, I think we are. No, I actually giggled to myself when I saw that line, because I was like, oh, Louis, this is actually a funny line. And then when I recorded it, I was like enveloped in the scene. Dude, I was like, yeah, this is his best line so far.
And I thought, here we are, somebody breaking into my house, and I thought the police were supposed to stop that. It's good. It's really good.
And also, whenever Dorian talks to our little main character Stacy, he never calls her Stacy. He calls her Miss Green.
Oh, and, very professional.
He's very formal in that sort of way.
Which is, kind of the opposite of you.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, that's how we started the interview.
That is how we started it. I wasn't recording, but we did both go, yo, dude, what's up?
Yeah, pretty much. You heard it here first, folks. If both people confirm it, that's true.
It is true. We would never lie.
We wouldn't. A little silence afterwards to be like, yeah, no, we would. You just wouldn't know about it.
Anyways.
Okay, you didn't need to leave that silence there. I like soaked into, ooh, what did I just say?
So, when you first read the script, what was your first reaction?
So, when I first read it, I was in a call with Louis.
Okay,
Louis was like, dude, I need some feedback. Something's not going right. Most of it is fine, but I need you for a specific scene. And then, so what was meant to be reading a scene turned into us reading the whole of season 1 in one night.
Oh, how long did that take?
Only a few hours. And I want you to know that we played every character, me and Louis, in the script. And oftentimes I'd do the girl voices and put on a really high-pitched voice.
Such as?
I'd be like, oh my god, Dorian, you're such a jerk. I hate you.
I actually think that we might have to fire our voice actresses, because...
Yeah, see, we might have to cut this because I don't want to put them out of a job.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, that's tough. We'll have to let Louis decide.
Yeah, he's the boss, man. He can deal with the hard decisions.
Okay, so you were reading it, and it took you a couple hours. What were you thinking when you were reading it?
So, genuinely, I was thinking one word and one word only. I was like, peak. There were a few things where
cinema.
I would be like, oh, this would work better, or although this would work more naturally. Mm-hmm. And there were a few times, and I will tell people this now, where I was like, oh, why did you do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then Louis goes, that's where the payoff will come in later. And then when something happens later that explains everything, it's like a jigsaw falling into place. That's what this series feels like.
There's a little bit of a mystery to this. I mean, obviously there's a mystery to the murder mystery series, but there's some extra things people should pay attention to and keep their eyes out for from week to week.
Definitely. I mean, it revolves around the murder mystery, but it is not just the murder mystery that leaves people questioning things. Oh, I will give you that.
It's exciting to listen to. I cannot wait. I know we're probably going to do some weekly watch parties for each episode.
Yes, I can't wait.
Those are going to go so well.
You know what? Those are my favourite parts of whenever we create something new. When we all just get into a call and round everybody up. No matter how big or small it ends up being, it's just like... For like 10 minutes while we're watching something, or however long something is, it's like we're all there together and we're just enjoying peak fiction. It's great. Yeah,
I mean, the one from Gear Change was so much fun. That was the only one I ever went to. I unfortunately could not make it to any of the other ones. But I did go to the
yeah.
gear change one, and that was a lot of fun. We
Yeah,
had some good
and it's like
conversation.
that every single time.
Yeah, I'll try my best to be at every single one now.
Of course. No, I completely get you. I missed the Herobrine screening the first time when that came out. The biggest.
I missed it for 4 years.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you were 4 years late. I was a day late, so I watched it the very next day, and I became. I want you to understand, right? I became hyperfixated on the Herobrine movie, like something that my friend had made, as if like it was like being hyperfixated on like superheroes or Marvel or something. Like,
Yeah.
I said to Louis, how have you created this like universe and these characters that I love, like they're like an actual like high budget like thing, like what? And then from that day forward, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be attending these a lot more.
Yes, they are a ton of fun, and I think his worlds have gotten a lot better too. I enjoy Herobrine. I like it a lot, but it's probably my least favorite of his projects. I think they just get better and better each time.
Yeah, no, dude, I totally have to agree. It does seem like I'm glazing Herobrine, but it's...
Well, you're just glazing Louis.
Yeah, fair. But if I keep doing that, then he'll get me to read the script, so like I kind of have to. True. No, but with Herobrine, it was like a good starting point, and I bring it up because to see how much progress has been made since then is unbelievable.
So, when you were reading the script, I know you read it all at once, so the episodes might blend together a little bit. But if they don't, what episode was your favorite?
Ooh, I would have to go with the one I'm in the most, which is I can't remember the episode title or the episode number. You will have to find out for yourself, folks.
It's one of them.
But yeah, it's in there, and I am almost fairly certain it is the one with your character Toby in it.
Episode 11.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you should watch episode 11, people. But if you watch only one of them, you have to watch episode 11. For me and Ryan.
Exactly. So yeah, no, if you love this little interview and you're like, these guys' voices, they sound awesome. Oh, I want to hear them in more stuff. You know where to find us.
You know where to find us.
Yeah, exactly. On a YouTube video in a Minecraft roleplay, not in real life, guys. Drawing the boundary right there.
Ryan's home address is 20 Nut Street.
Dude, you're not supposed to tell them that.
Okay, so you don't have. So your favorite episode is episode 11, but what's your favorite scene?
My favourite scene is when Dorian discovers something about the murder mystery that's unfolding. Obviously, this is going into the question you asked earlier, because it was like, is it hard to contain spoilers? And I'm like, yes.
Oh, how did you relate to Dorian? Like, was Dorian relatable to you as a person? I mean, I kind of hope not, but how relatable was Dorian, or did this kind of challenge you into being somebody you're not normally?
Yeah, this was the exact opposite to playing Ryamino in The Holiday. It was like, I really looked for some relatability. I guess sometimes when I'm like talking to like older people, I will be quite formal, like Dorian talks, like his speech pattern. And the playfulness, I do try and I do try and turn up the charm every now and then.
Always to success.
But essentially, yeah, no, the whole blackmailing stuff, I only do that once or twice. So he's very different from me in that aspect. I'd say there's a few other things about Dorian that are like, going into spoiler territory, so I can't really go into how that could relate. But once you see sort of why he is the way he is, I feel like I said earlier, well, I've just come up with the best phrase ever. The jigsaws will fall into place. And that is not my phrase, by the way. That's probably a Radiohead song, I think. But it will.
'Cause I'm a creep.
Yeah, man, with you.
You are a weirdo.
Oh.
So I guess that leaves us with our final question, you freak. You creep. You weirdo. You don't belong here. Who do you think the killer is?
So, since I already know, I don't know how to answer this.
You can answer it however you want to answer.
This is a tricky one right here.
Yeah, who do you think it was before it was revealed? That's more interesting.
So I thought, because I was casted, when I was casted, right, when I first looked at the cast of characters that we got, not the wonderful people voicing them, but the actual characters themselves, I thought Dorian is definitely off the table, because let's be real, like, he's already a villain in another way. Like, there's no way he can be the killer. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's just not possible. I thought it was going to be Harper.
Interesting.
Either Harper or Ruby. I did think.
So, interesting. So I'm only in a flashback episode, and so I didn't know very much about the cast for like the present day. I didn't even know I was in a flashback episode, to be honest. Had no idea.
Oh, seriously?
Nope, no clue until Louis told me, and he told me like this week.
There you go. At least you know now.
I was on the phone with him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're in a flashback episode." Like, oh. So my theory was, I don't want to say who it was, because who I thought it was turns out to be one of the people that was killed, and that was somebody just said that in one of the interviews that character dies. I'm like, wait, they're not the killer? Who is it then? So my theories were everywhere for a while.
I see. So you're a bit on edge at first when you found out about your one suspect dying, and I think I know who you're on about from you saying that. Yeah, no, I mean, it is wild. This is the thing with this like murder mystery. Like, I don't think there's as many like moments where it sort of throws you off. It like sort of lets you believe who you're suspecting, then lets you believe another person and another person, and all of a sudden you've got like a giant spider web on the wall connecting the red, knots to everything, and being like, it all makes sense now.
I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. Louis can bleep it if he wants. I thought it was Craig.
You thought it was Craig? Bro, that's like that's the opening scene he dies.
I've only seen episode 11. I don't know. I didn't know he dies. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I've only seen a flashback where he is alive, and I'm like, oh, he's kind of sus and evil and sexist.
Yeah,
maybe he's the killer.
No, but he was low-key kind of evil.
He was. I mean, your character's like high-key evil, but like
they were evil in their own ways. That's what I think is so good about the script. Like, all the villains are like evil in different ways.
I mean, I'm evil.
Yeah, dude.
Louis been making me evil for all these scripts, except for Herobrine. I'm waiting for my return as a not evil guy.
It'll never happen. You've been typecasted, man.
I've been, which is so funny because it's the opposite of the typecast I normally get, right? Because normally I'm up here. This is my voice. I'm the protagonist or the protagonist's obnoxious sidekick. I mean, like, even my character in The Holiday was just evil.
Wait, your character in The Holiday, which was just you.
No. I'm not evil in real life, I swear, guys. I swear, I promise. Louis thinks I'm evil, I guess, but nah.
Yeah, that's why that bit's in the script.
I really enjoyed recording all of his scripts, but this one was a lot of fun. What was your favorite script to record?
Out of all of them,
Yeah.
I would have to say, as much as I'd like to say More Brutality, it is up there. Spy Bros was my absolute favourite, even though I'm not proud of how most of my lines turned out in that one. Because once again, like mic settings, I haven't figured it out properly at the time until afterwards. Me and Louis, since we played the main characters, we recorded those lines together to have like the perfect chemistry.
That's fire.
And yeah, we got a few funny stories from that recording session. The moment I sat down, I started having a nosebleed. So at the moment we were like, okay, ready. And I was midway through a line, got the craziest nosebleed in my life. And then 10 minutes in, my Audacity crashed and I had to use OBS to record the rest of the lines.
Dude, that's so awesome. That's so fire.
See, I'm making it sound awful, but like
that's why you love it. You trauma bonded.
Yeah.
We trauma bonded over that one.
Yeah. And it was great not to, do it alone as well.
Yeah. The live recordings are always super fun. I'm a big fan of those.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Do you have anything you want to tell the people before we head off?
Listen, people, keep an eye out for Mortal Brutality, because I think it might just surprise you, and it might send you back to your roots.
These are coming out after Mortal Brutality is already out. You can say it's out now.
More Brutality's out now, and you guys should watch it. So, was that good?
That was great. You heard that right. You heard that right.
The people are gonna love this.
Just as Ryan says, Mortal Brutality is out now, and you can watch it on the LouiMezDez YouTube channel. Make sure to give it all a watch.
Here's everything you need to know before watching the next 5 episodes. The murder of Craig Lane. Craig Lane was thrown out of his second floor window by a mass killer. The twist? Practically everyone in the town had a reason to want him gone. He wasn't exactly loved, so the suspect list is long. Meanwhile, a former detective from Mestropolis, Stacey Green, has transferred to the town for a fresh start, but she's also running from a dark mistake in her past. We'll get to that later. Now she's leading the investigation into Craig's murder, and it's already proving personal and dangerous. She's quickly discovered the stakes are higher than expected, and Craig's son Ronnie Lane has been missing for some time now, and no one seems to know where he is. The interrogations so far: Rosie Drake, Craig's ex-girlfriend and Stacey's neighbour. She left Craig because he was controlling and abusive. Julian, a local father who recently argued with Craig about rising living costs, worried he couldn't provide for his son Caden. Lou Briggs, Caden's teacher. He clashed with Craig over housing affordability and its impact on his students. Ruby Dent, former employee of Craig. She only worked for him as part of a secret deal for Dorian Mackinson, who paid for... Hey guys. Hey. Right, sorry. New room, new setup, and yeah, I just realised that I've not got enough time, so we're not going to show that recap. You've probably seen it on the YouTube. You probably saw it at the start of this stream, but here we are. It is the final 5 episodes of Mortal Brutality. We are finally here. We're finally here. If you're wondering why I'm sat in the dark, it is because my light is... well, the bulb ran out, pretty much. The bulb's gone. So I have no light in my bedroom at night. I'm just in pitch black. My only light source is my PC, pretty much. And the window, which is open, but it's dark, obviously. Can everyone hear me? Can everybody hear my beautiful voice? We've got Kiana in the chat. We've got Toys in the chat. We've got some other people in the chat. It's been a while since I've looked at the chat. But yes... I thought he was under a blanket. You thought I was under a blanket? Oh no, this is just my Shut up, bro. Yeah, but can you guys hear me all right? It's not just some guy. Ah, got you. Yes, sweet. You can hear me. Awesome. Here we go, guys. The final 5 episodes. Wow, I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks straight we have been doing this series, and it's every week has been so fun. Every week has been absolutely what I wanted it to be, and I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. Make sure to join the Discord, because we do have a very special announcement that I will be showing at the very start of the watch party event, but I'm afraid if you're watching on YouTube, you won't know what it is. So if you want to see that, go to the LouiMezDez Discord server. There should be a link in some descriptions. And it's that time, that traditional call every week, because Kiana, the voice of Rosie, has called me. What are we saying?
Oh my god, Louie!
Hello.
We're gonna find out who the killer is today.
Oh, yes, we are. We are going to find out.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for this moment forever.
Yes.
Oh my god, I bet everyone's on their toes. If you're not on your toes and not edging against your seat, basically trying to figure out who that killer is, then you are watching the wrong series, man.
Yep. Honestly, guys, get ready, because you are about to find out who the killer is. We've waited 3 weeks for this. 3 long weeks. 3 long weeks.
I know.
It's been crazy.
3 weeks is too much, broski.
Oh yeah, but hey, the anticipation's high, so it's worth it, right?
For real. I mean, everyone in the voice actor booth is loving it. They have so many they think who different people are the killer and all that stuff.
Nice.
Can't believe we're gonna find out today. They will find out tomorrow, but
yeah.
Today I will find out.
The answers will be revealed.
Dun dun dun. Well, I cannot wait to watch this series.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to say anything, Rosie? Yeah. Hi guys, it's Rosie from Brookridge, and I'm just really excited. I think it's gonna be really heavy, so make sure you have your tissues. And overall, just brace yourself, okay? We're going on a journey.
There we go. And you've heard it from Rosie herself. So there we go. Anyway, Kiana, I'm going to join you in the call very soon. I'm going to quickly finish off here because I'm going to have to go very quickly. But
all good.
Yes.
I'll see you guys later.
See you later. Bye-bye. All right, guys, you heard it first. Make sure to join the Discord. Get some tissues because you're going to need it. These are the final 5 episodes of Mortal Brutality. I've spent so long working on this, and you're going to want to watch it, honestly. I'm tapped in. Bro, you better be tapped in, because you have no idea what you're about to watch. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the series. I'm going to restart my PC because the Wi-Fi could be faulty. But, yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And trust me, just you wait, because it's not over. Series 2 is coming very soon. We're going to start production on Series 2 the second that this series is finished. So prepare yourselves. And remember, as always, to stay